Hello YouTube and welcome back to my channel. Now, unless you're living under a rock, we all know that Warzone 4 actually released in the last week or so, and with it, a lot of conversations around VPNs, skill-based matchmaking, because the game is super sweaty, just like every other year. So I thought it'd be a good idea to have a little conversation about VPNs, but specifically focusing on how to actually set your VPN up to get the best possible results. I feel like in 2024, most people already know how a VPN works and why people utilize VPNs inside of games. So I thought I'd go over how we get the best results for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to load up the SBMM off website, which is the VPN service that I'm using. We're going to go over what it has to offer and how it all works. And then we're going to go over the VPN on my desktop, which is the same as what you'll get once you've downloaded the software. And then we'll show you how to set it up to get the best possible results in-game when you're playing Call of Duty, whether it's Warzone or multiplayer. Now, before we do go any further, and like I say, I don't want to go too deeply into VPNs, how they work, and skill-based matchmaking. What I do want to make you aware of, if you didn't know this already, is actually Call of Duty a couple of months ago released a paper where they'd done a study. It's called the White Paper, by where in America they did a trial where they reduced skill-based matchmaking on certain servers and increased it on others to see what the player retention would look like. Now, to cut a long story short, when they reduced SBMM, more players were getting off the game a lot quicker than otherwise would with the normal skill-based matchmaking. So what we can conclude from that is it's in Call of Duty's best interest to keep skill-based matchmaking as tight and as strict as possible, which ultimately punishes the above-average players like me and you. So this is why it's super important, and I think it's almost a necessity in 2024 and going forward that you have to be using a VPN to have any sort of good experience whilst playing Call of Duty. But anyway, I just thought I'd make you aware of that before we go any further, but let's crack on with the video. Okay guys, so I have actually linked the website in the description box down below, so make sure you click on that and have a good look before you do decide to purchase the service. And I'll also leave a link to the white paper that Call of Duty used, just in case you want to have a little look over that and see what I had to say. But essentially, this is what we're going to go through. There's also a little bit of jargon here, which I would highly recommend that you read. If you are interested in getting this VPN service, have a good read of this and make sure it's something that you're going to benefit from, that's going to work for you in the process, okay? Now, going further down, the first thing that this VPN service offers that most don't is a built-in geofence. Again, we're going to go over how that actually works in the next part of the video, but there's actually 9 different locations you can choose from, so lots to play about with. Then going a bit further down, you've got the 50 different locations around the world that you can VPN to, and you've got 50 open NAT type servers, but also 50 strict NAT type servers, which means there's 100 different options, which again, I don't think any other VPN service can offer when you're using a VPN. Now, going a little bit further down here, you can actually see the VPN is compatible on every platform on PC, so you can use it on Steam, Battle.net, and now you can also use it on the Xbox Game Pass if that's how you're playing Call of Duty. And this just shows you here that it is also backwards compatible. Again, I'll show you how easy it is to set up in the next part of the video. But all you need to do is put the game you're playing onto the VPN, and you can play an older Call of Duty title and still utilize the VPN the same, which is incredible. Now, I'm not going to click on this video here. Once you've got the link and you've clicked on the website, I would highly recommend having a watch and maybe even watching the full video. But there's a guy called Dreamstrike who made a video on YouTube, essentially using all the different ways to mimic skill-based matchmaking to see if they actually worked and to get the best possible results, right? And he actually used the SBMM off VPN. He's not affiliated in any way, shape, or form. And he ended up dropping PR using the geofence, the VPN, and then the geofence and the VPN together. He ended up dropping PR, so the proof is absolutely in the pudding. And the videos that this guy makes, Dreamstrike, it's incredible. He makes really good videos, so definitely worth watching this. Now, scrolling right down to the bottom, guys, you can see here there is actually a dedicated Discord server that you can use. Once you've purchased the VPN, you get free access to a 24/7 Discord server where people post their results in terms of how many kills they got in a game, or also their combinations of geofence, VPNs, time of day, to also share their best results, so you can utilize that and also get the best results for you when you're playing in the game. There's also a troubleshooting section, so you can actually get some help if you are having any trouble getting onto the VPN, making sure it's working and all that good stuff. You can literally come onto the Discord and people are in there and happy to help. And the guy that owns the service is very active in the server and is more than happy to help. Now, as I mentioned earlier with the Xbox Game Pass, I won't be going through it in today's video, but there is a couple of extra steps to make the VPN work through it. But once you've purchased a VPN and got the Discord server, there is a dedicated part of the server which shows people that just use the Xbox Game Pass to play Call of Duty how to bypass it and still use a VPN like everyone else. So definitely want to utilize the Discord server, guys. And now for the most important part, and I think the best part of the entire VPN service, and that is the price. You actually get a lifetime service to this VPN, unlike most other services that you have to pay a monthly subscription to, which does add up over time. This is a one payment and you have the VPN for the rest of your life. And as we say, it's also backwards compatible, so you can use it on every previous Call of Duty title, but also the next Call of Duties that come out in 2 years, you have full access to that with a VPN at no extra cost. So in terms of cost effectiveness, I don't think there's anything on the market that beats SBMM off. True. Now, just a Brucey little bonus, guys. It's already discounted as of making this video from full price, but if you use code karliss at checkout, there's extra discounts to be had, so make sure you utilize that. Okay, guys, so now we're going to set up the VPN in itself and utilize it to get the best possible results, which is probably why you clicked on today's video in the first place. So let's crack on with that, okay? Okay, guys, so once you've downloaded the VPN and you've been given your login details, this is what you're going to be presented with. So what I need you to do is to click on the geofence and come down here at the bottom left, and you can see select game exe. Now, all this is literally clicking on the game that you're going to be using, which in our case, or my case, is the Call of Duty HQ, which is applicable for Warzone and multiplayer in this case. And as I was saying earlier, this is how easy it is to be backward compatible. If you want to play Call of Duty Vanguard and you've got it downloaded, all you need to do is find that exe file on your PC. And now that's utilizing the VPN for that game specifically. It's really that simple. So now we're going to look at the geofence part of it. And as you can see here, you've got your 9 different locations. Now, what a geofence actually does is moves your physical location. So a VPN pretends that you're in Kazakhstan, but you're still on your local servers, confusing the matchmaking, getting the best possible ping. A geofence actually moves your location, or moves the servers that you're playing off to the place that you click on. So for me, I'm in the UK. What I'll tend to do is I'll geofence to America and take advantage of the time difference. So it might be midday or peak times for me in the UK, but it's probably 5, 6, 7, 8 hours before that in America. So we're utilizing the fact that it's really early and they're going to get better matchmaking because it's not at peak times. But like I say, because you're actually using that server, you are physically moving your location. The queue times will be slightly longer and you will be playing with slightly higher ping. So you've got to find the balance of, like, are you happy playing with a higher ping, which obviously isn't as fluid, but also you're getting probably the best possible results using a geofence. In my opinion, better than a VPN in 2024, honestly. So you've got to find that balance for you. Now, once you've connected to the geofence, you want to come over here to the VPN. Now, you don't actually have to connect to the geofence if you don't want to, and you don't need to connect to the VPN. You can use them both separately if you want to, or you can use them in tandem. It's entirely up to you. But what you're going to see here is the 52 different locations that the VPN offers, and also the times of each country. Now, that is actually super important. So what our recommendation is for when choosing your VPN location is finding somewhere that's super early in the morning. I would say anywhere from midnight to 8 o'clock in the morning local time. That's where I'll tend to connect to, because again, it's about getting there on off-peak times, if that makes sense. So utilizing the time difference is super important with VPN. And as I say, it's on open at the minute. You'll connect to the place you want to connect to, and that'll do its thing. That will connect. And if you want to connect to strict, click strict, and then you come down here and choose your options there. And it's really that simple, guys. Them's the tips and tricks that I would recommend that you use to make sure you get the best out of your VPN. But just to make sure that when you've downloaded it, everything's working as it should be, we're going to boot up Call of Duty and we're going to go to network and account. And it actually shows you where you're playing the game from. Now, if you've set the VPN up correctly, it will show the location that you're technically VPNing to and not your local server. We'll connect to Kazakhstan now, and then we'll make sure that it says Kazakhstan on Call of Duty, okay? Hey guys, so now I've booted up Call of Duty. What I need you to do is to go to settings, down to account and network, and then find network info. Now, wherever you've connected to, in my case, it's Kazakhstan, that should show as your geographical region, as it says there, KZ, Karanga, or whatever that is. That's Kazakhstan. You'll know you've done it correct if it says the location that you've connected to. If it still says the server that you're normally on, so your normal UK server in my instance, then you know you've done something wrong. Maybe you need to get into the Discord and troubleshoot, or maybe you've just done it slightly wrong. So just have a look at that, okay? Okay, so that's going to conclude today's video, guys. I hope it's been really informative and you've actually taken something away from today's video. And I hope if you do look into getting a VPN, you really do consider SBMM off, as I do genuinely think it's the best VPN on the market currently. Also, guys, if you do feel as though I've missed something from today's video, or you've got any burning questions, or there's something you want to know about, by all means, ask in the comment section down below. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that I'm asked. And also, just a quick plug, guys, I do live stream Call of Duty every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on my Twitch at official karliss. I'd absolutely love to see you in the live streams. We're trying to grow it and get full time in this industry. So it'd be very much appreciated if you want to stop by and say hello. But that's going to conclude today's video, guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.